to Barbell Brigade. I'm Gio.
I'm Bart.
And I'm Lou.
Oh fuck, that's
You're a
it?
dancer?
No, this is L for Lou.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that way. Yeah.
I know, I just figured it out.
Alright. Does gym environment increase y'all's game?
Fuck yeah!
Damn! How so?
Honestly, I've been to another gym. I used to train at another gym before, Barbell, and it was a hardcore gym. And I think that the environment that we have at Barbell is a lot more intimate in general with everybody. Like, I just feel like people are not in there's like little groups of people doing their own, like Olympic lifters, whatever. But I feel like everybody still comes together whether you're an Olympic lifter, a power lifter, or a beginner.
Yeah.
Like, people like to stop and watch and like cheer you on. Like, and I think that's the best part about it. And I think I've gotten strong because of it. Yeah, what about you guys?
That's one thing I really liked about Barbell Brigade is I think in terms of like a feat of strength, you can tell regardless of what discipline it is, right? So like if you see like a weightlifter and there's like 315 or 365 on the platform, he's either gonna clean it or he's gonna snatch it, but whatever it is, it's like fuck.
Impressive.
Like, you know the weight.
That's a fucking shit ton.
Yeah.
And also when you see like a strong man and there's like a big ass rock, like an Atlas stone there.
Oh, that shit is crazy.
And you're like, dude, is this guy gonna pick that shit up?
Yeah.
And what's cool at Barbell, it's like everyone stops. Like the weightlifters will come and they'll cheer on the strong man.
Yeah.
And the strong man will cheer on the power lifter.
Yeah.
And they'll even cheer on like the CrossFit.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you, even the CrossFit, like whatever they're doing, I'm just like, fuck, I'll die if I do that.
Hell yeah.
That shit is crazy.
I've died before doing it. That's why I don't do that shit.
I died almost watching. I was
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and you see people like, you'll see people do like, oh shit, I'm gonna do a muscle up AMRAP. You're like, what the
I know.
fuck? That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And it's cool to just see like all different types of strength athletes be able to support each other.
There's a guy who does even kettlebells. He has like a fucking 70-pound kettlebell. He's always like this with it. I'm like, what the fuck? He has 90-pound kettlebells too. And that's his thing. His thing is to kettlebell competitions.
Oh shit.
And that shit is fucking crazy.
There's kettlebell competition.
Yeah, like I watch him. Everybody always asks him, like, "What are you doing, dude? Like, be careful, because that shit will rip my shoulder, dude."
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm like, oh. And I walk around like.
Wait, does he bring his own kettlebells?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he brings his own kettlebells and he loves the gym. He's just like, he gets on the platforms. He does everything that he needs to do, and he'll like. And I just think it's really impressive, and also like the strongman stuff is pretty cool. You know, I don't think there's no like discrimination on what you do. It's just a matter of like, I think everybody just kind of just stops and just cheers you on no matter what. It's a culture we created.
I think it's the effort that people notice too. It doesn't matter the weight so much as like the effort that they're putting out, because you know when they're grinding it out and they're giving it their all.
Hell yeah.
And like just even their setup, you can see how like how they're gonna approach it, and they're just so like aggressive.
Yeah.
They're like, oh shit, they're gonna try to go for something big.
Yeah.
So then you already start feeling it for them, and you're like, come on, let's go.
Hell yeah.
But for me, I think I felt it the most only because I've never really trained in like other hardcore gyms. Like I had visited them, but this was when I was like a super beginner. Prior to powerlifting, I barely did any weight training. I was like the cardio bunny. Like I would go to like 24. I went to LA Fitness, but the cardio section's relatively the same wherever, whatever gym you go to. So not until I started training at Barbell, once we opened that up, I kind of stayed there consistently. I never really bounced around at any other gyms, but recently, I went and I visited a commercial gym again, and that was really, really crazy, and it made me realize that I was kind of taking my own gym for granted.
What was crazy about it?
Well, so when I stepped in, immediately there was no one really there to say what's up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is fine. I mean that doesn't affect my gains in any sort of way. But then, I go to the equipment. The equipment's kind of not what I'm used to because I'm a competitor, so it's not competition grade. So that already was throwing me off, and like. The ring placement was just all off. Like the bench seat was just super thin, not used to that. And there was no music playing. Like nobody was like everyone was just kind of like looking at you like, who the fuck are you? Like, what are you trying to do here?
Yeah.
I don't know, the vibe was just not very welcoming. I just felt like, okay, I need to kind of stay in my own bubble, not get in anyone's way. Like I gotta get in and get out. Like I just felt like I needed to get in and get out. But when I'm at Barbell, like the environment just feels very welcoming. It's very warm. And like you see people actually putting out, you don't see them doing like crazy.
And it brings that beast out of you too.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
like you see them going bananas, and you're like, oh fuck! Like
Yeah.
this is what I'm like surrounded by right now. Like now I need to go bananas, or else I'm gonna be the sandbag.
Almost all the time, exactly what you just said is like when new people come to the gym, they're like, "Fuck, I hit a PR today." Like almost everybody who goes to the gym hits a PR, and they're like, "This environment." That's the first thing that they mention is the environment. But I kind of feel like a beast when I go to a commercial gym.
Oh yeah.
I love that. Cause I'm like, I mentioned like 225. I was like, yeah, AMRAP. I'm like, fuck yeah. I'll like throw on the 90-pound dumbbells for fun. I'm like, yeah.
Even on the Instagram comments,
Yeah.
I can tell who goes to a commercial gym.
Yeah.
Just because like I'll post something of my progress. Like for example, I've been hitting 315 for triples.
Yeah.
And at barbell, that's whatever. Like people repping 405 like nothing.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm pretty happy 315 moved good. And it's not even something I'm really proud of. It's
Yeah.
just I'm happy that I'm progressing.
Yeah.
But then in the comments, because 315
It's crazy at a commercial,
at a commercial gym, people are like, oh my god, goals. And I'm like, why are you setting your goals so low?
Yeah.
There's like, you can clearly tell in the comments like
Yeah.
who goes to a commercial gym and who goes, oh, that speed looked really good. And I'm like, oh, this guy knows what's up. This guy goes to like a powerlifting
Yeah.
hardcore gym.
And I think also like the standard at barbell is almost 315, and I'm not even there yet. Like a lot of the guys are benching 315. Like Bleach Choi,
reps.
Bleach Choi is benching practically 315.
Yeah.
Pound for pound. You know?
Yes, that's true.
AKA Beach.
Yeah.
AKA
The
Brandon.
by the way, if you guys don't know, Brandon is Bleach Choi now.
Yeah.
The homie Blee.
You're benching 95 pounder for pound.
I don't have a bench, man. I'm
It's
trying.
coming up though. It's coming
Yeah,
up.
I hit 295 for a single.
Nice. Hell yeah.
I hit
Awesome.
275 for triples too. I was like, oh.
One thing that I also like about the environment too, it's how knowledgeable people are,
Yes.
and they're
About to
not
say that.
they're not cheering just to cheer. So like sometimes like you'll see someone like, let's say if I'm setting up for a bench or a squat, and then if my family comes to support me, they're just gonna be screaming their brains out,
Of course.
because they don't know what the fuck's going on. They just want me
Yeah.
to get the lift. But the people at barbell, they'll be like, keep relaxed, tight, chest up, and it's like cues you already know.
Yeah.
But just because like they're yelling those cues, it's like, oh yeah,
It's
that's
helped
true.
me
It helps
specifically
you.
in
Hell yeah.
competition.
Yeah, it helps you a lot, and they'll be like, all right, cool, chest up, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit, I almost forgot about that.
Yeah.
And it's the things that they yell because they're so knowledgeable, and they pretty
That's
much
it.
hit all those cues, and then bam, I unrack it, and I'm like,
Right.
oh, this feels good.
I mean,
Yeah.
just day-to-day training, because they're so knowledgeable. Like some people will come up to you and they're like, "Hey, did you mean to, unrack it that way, or did you mean to like place your feet this way, or hey, have you
Yeah.
ever tried this?" And like they're so humble about the knowledge that they share, because they're not by any means beginners. Like they're all like intermediate to advanced lifters.
Yeah.
So it's like the knowledge that you're surrounded by. It's like, how can you not be good? Like,
Yeah.
how can you not be better?
I think it's good also to be part of that, like to get involved, because I feel like most of the time when you get involved, like people will get involved with you, and it's just gonna keep happening back and forth. And I think that everybody's really good about doing that at barbell. And if you're not at barbell, that's okay. Doesn't mean you can't not create that environment. You know, like you can definitely do it, but you also have to be very vocal
And proactive.
and very proactive for sure.
Yeah.
Palabra.
For you guys, can you please share some of your experiences of how your environment shaped how you train? Let us know in the comments below.
Deuce.
Ain't nothing wrong with this chemistry. Ain't nothing wrong with this place for me. And time tell the test of pedigree.
And at this point, we're working out of our house.
I was
Our
like,
house
let's get a
is
squat rack in the living room.
our house is
really?
really small.
And she was like, fuck no.
And I'm like, dude, that's impossible. We're not even gonna be able to live there. So then he's like, okay, what about if we get a container? The container's like what they put on the semi
You're
trucks.
fucking hardcore.
Yeah, like those boxes. He's like, well, let's just get that, and then like all the homies can work out of there. So that's what we were gonna do. That was gonna be barbell.
What?
It was gonna stop there.